And we are back. You see it. That's right. Your man's Ron and John in the building. SKF Weekly is here. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Maybe the next show we got to do that same opening with the same sound effect, and you just hear our voices, and then we hit the pause, then we show up.
Pow. Right? Yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh man. What's up, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Excited to be here today. We in the building. How you feeling?
Mm-hmm. I'm all right, man. I'm happy. Like, I'm realizing the Knicks are back. As Amari would say, the Knicks are back.
They're back. Listen,
it's nice to be able to talk Knicks again, like real Knicks.
Basketball season. We here.
I like it. This is good. You know, I'm a little. I think I was spoiled though, because I'm like, damn, man, the Knicks don't play tonight.
Right, the back-to-backs.
Yeah. You get a little spoiled. It's early. It's okay. It's all right. We good though.
Not to mention, you did Knicks content on Saturday. We did some on Thursday. Although that's come its own thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I jumped on a couple times with MBK last week.
I've seen that. Been busy.
There's been a lot of content. Yeah. So, what's up, everybody? Salute to the chat. David L in the building. Appreciate you. Jigga Man Porto in the building. That's right. 1/4 of the Knicks Morning Brew in the
Salute
building. Shout out to all you guys. And guys, listen, you probably already know it, but if you don't know it, please tune in. Today's show, if you were about that replay gang, they had Stephen Bondi on their show. But really, man, Wednesday is the one. I don't care where you at. Come crawl out of wherever you've been hiding. John Starks on Knicks Morning Brew on Wednesday at 11 a.m. Be there because there's no place else to be. All right? That's it. That's all I got to say about that.
Locked in.
Got to. Shout out to you guys, man. Keep working hard. Craig is in the building. What's good, Craig? Johnny Davis is here. My guy called Mega NYK in the building. What up, Mega? JJ is here. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you guys. And for those who may be watching but not in the chat, we appreciate you guys to smash that like button, show your love for the show. All right. Yeah, man. Hey, it's well-deserved, Jigga. Well-deserved. Anyway, you know what else is well-deserved? We'll talk about it later, but me once again being wrong about what I think these Knicks are going to do. Okay, but whatever. I can't win, folks. I can't win.
Listen, you're a man of good faith, man. That's all I could say. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got faith in the wrong things. That's what I got. That's what I got. Oh man! Shout out to Julian Blum in the building. Salute! Hey, look at this! Blorange Tears in the building. Uncle Freezer.
It's been a while.
Yeah, good to see you.
It's definitely been a while for me. Have you been on Blorange Tears lately?
It's funny you say that. I was on today. So.
Oh, that's what's up. It's been a while for me. I definitely got to find time. Man.
Yeah, I just had to jump on it. They was talking about my guy, and I had to jump on. You know who my guy is.
Yeah,
it's Grimesy, man. It's Grimes. No, yeah, right. Oh man! Shout out to Dwayne Dennis in the building. Salute. What's good, brother? I see you. So yeah, man, John. It's been an eventful week, man. It's been an eventful week. Knicks basketball is finally back. We had 3 games under the belt that took place last week, and we got some contract news. It's basically like a foregone conclusion, but they announced it today. So we might as well talk about it ourselves as well. The Knicks picked up Quentin Grimes' 4th-year option, which kind of was all, it was a formality. Next year, the Knicks had the option. So you figured they'll pick up the option, they'll have him play out that year, and then they can give him his contract if they want to re-sign him at the end of next year. So
Right.
But
it's a move. I mean, for what it is. It's not going to hurt us. Or will it?
I don't think it's going to hurt us. But would you ever have thought that they wouldn't pick up that 4th-year option?
No, I thought they would. I thought they would. I
Yeah,
mean,
right.
he's well like Tom Thibodeau is. That's one of his guys. The front office has to keep Tom Thibodeau happy. So the same thing with Quickly. Right now, they're holding off on Quickly. And that's
Mm-hmm.
because of they want to make sure that it's the right fit and for the right amount of money. But all in all, I think at some point they're going to come back to that and lock that in as well,
Yeah, I
or at
think
least
you're
try
right,
to.
bro. I think you're right. So I don't want to spend too much time on it, uh, but being because everybody's been talking about it. So being that they did pick up the option, how do you feel about the current state of Quentin Grimes' play? Have you been happy with the first 3 games of the season so far?
I would say he has to start being more consistent. I think the inconsistency that has plagued Barrett the last few seasons is now starting to plague, Quentin Grimes, and I think it's important. I mean, he is still young in comparison, right? He's in his third year, if I don't got that wrong. I hope I got
Mm-hmm.
that right.
Mm-hmm.
So he's still building on sort of what he's been practicing over the summer, and he's getting shots up. That's the good part of it, is that like he'll get his opportunities to get shots up. It's just he has to start knocking them down with more consistency. Also, he has to bring more of that playmaker feel to his game. He has the ability to do it. So I think when he's being chased away from the 3-point line, he has to take advantage of that and drive to the basket and make and make the read, make the right read. And if he's able to do that, then I think his game will start to flourish. On the defensive side, I don't have any complaints from Quentin Grimes. I think he brings in effort, and he's pretty much our best defender, perimeter specifically, but best defender, you know, as far as the players that we have currently on the Knicks roster, outside of Mitch Robinson, who's a strong defender as well.
Agreed. Yeah. Uh, can't argue with that. I agree with you on that. And I think I mean that's pretty much it. That's exactly I can't say anything different from that. I think that's the deal with Grimes, and Grimes needs to just continue to work on being a little bit more effective out there offensively. He definitely is starting to get I mean, it's not like he was getting some shots before, but it's up and down. But like to start the season, I think he's getting a good amount of shots. Problem is he's not
It's
doing
okay.
enough to command more shots. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
And he's not being aggressive with it either. So
right.
yeah, hopefully it comes in time. Sometimes I always feel like when you're an NBA player, you need that one game. But I kind of feel like
Mhm.
he's had that one game in the past against Milwaukee and stuff. You know what I
Right.
mean? But like sometimes I feel like you need that one game to really build your confidence where you did something so special that it led the team to a victory. And so, the coach and all your teammates start to look at you differently. But I kind of feel like Grimes has had that moment. So I'm just wondering what it's going to take going forward for him to really truly feel confident. We were talking about this a little bit earlier, well, a lot earlier on Blorange Tears.
Right.
The thing about him is the question was about his skill set compared to his confidence. So
Mm.
it was a really good conversation, and some people were questioning his skill set. Does he have the right skill set to do that type of stuff? And I was
Right.
on the end of I didn't get a chance to really say it because there was so much conversation, but I'm more thinking about his confidence.
Confidence.
Because he just doesn't give me that confident vibe when I'm looking at him out there. And really, he should be extremely confident. How many players on a basketball team can say that I'm in the starting lineup? I'm
Mhm.
not a big focal point offensively, yet I'm playing 28, 29 minutes. I've been mentioned in a couple different trades, and my name has been taken out of those trades because I'm valued. Like, not many
Mhm.
players can really say that. So I think he should be very confident with his role on the Knicks. But, who
Yeah.
knows?
I think a part of it is just confident in his skills. Like I don't think he is all the way confident in the skills or the practice that he put in yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because once you get to a certain point in your career, it just becomes fluid, right? Like you know
Mm-hmm.
what your role is on this team, and then the fluidity of what your role is, that comes with time, and I think that's going to start to show itself somewhere midway through this season. I think if the Knicks don't give up on him in the starting rotation, but I think he will find his way. The one person who I feel has played unselfishly more than in years past has been Randall. Now, I don't know if that's due to him still getting back from injury, but I think his role is, his play has been the opposite spectrum, where he has looked for his shot in the pass first and then pass second. He's really looking to pass first versus, being a threat there offensively. And also we've seen it in the last game against the Pelicans. He looks suspect defensively as well. And maybe that's part due to his injury and not wanting to re-aggravate anything, especially dealing with the size of Zion. You know what I mean? I thought that was in play this past game.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
You've seen him backing up from him, right? Every time he was giving him mad space to shoot the jump shot, but that space also gave him the opportunity to drive left or right, wherever he wanted to go. And you can't give a player like Zion that much space. You got to be up under him.
Yeah,
force him to dribble the rock, right?
It's not good, and that's going to be a whole nother conversation. But I'm not worried, but I'm not unconcerned. I'm a little concerned. I'm not worried, but I really thought that Zion might bring some of that Julius Randle fire out, and it did not. And Zion was getting busy, and he was flexing, and Julius was still calm, cool. I mean, he wasn't even going back at him I was like, oh boy,
it's the injury, bro. It's the injury. You know when you're not 100%. You know what I'm saying? You know when you can't give it your all, or when you lack that. When you come. I know when I used to come off an injury, you never have the opportunity to have that burst. You know what I mean? Or that confidence in that burst. You know what I mean? When you you need to cut, really quickly, or stop at a dime in order to get back. Like, those things aren't 100%. He knows he feels it still on the court. So that's where I see that could be what's happening right now defensively for Julius Randle. And against a kid like Zion, who is coming back at home, trying to make a statement. He's damn near 240, right? Like, the kid is big. He's a big, strong athlete, you know what I mean? Who got bunnies, you know what I'm saying? The bunnies didn't go away. And so it's very difficult for a player like Randle, who is coming off of injury and doesn't have the same jumping ability that he once did, now have to deal with that sort of strength and agility. It's not an easy task. I mean, they even put Mitchell Robinson on him, and even Mitchell Robinson was asked to sort of force him to shoot jump shots, and that's not a good look, because a player like that, you need somebody on him. You know what I mean? I would prefer Josh Hart on him and pressing him with Josh Hart at times, even though he doesn't, command the strength. But if he's going to catch it out in the perimeter, might as well put a small player on him and force him to dribble the ball, or make a move.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that's I'm just thinking, I don't think
Tibbs is not going to make those adjustments, brother. We know who we got as a coach.
You know about that. That's a fact. But you know what, John? I think you're right, man. I wasn't really thinking about. Because I'm thinking more about Julius's demeanor, just how he's been carrying himself since the playoffs going into now, with the whole rebranding and everything. And maybe, don't get me wrong, he's probably trying to be as good of a person, a citizen as possible, because he is trying to get these offers, and that's fine. But your point about him not feeling comfortable yet with that ankle and cutting, because I have not seen him really getting into the lane offense and doing a lot of the stuff that's interesting.
He's not really getting into the thick of the offense, really. Like, his main motivation is to draw the defense to him for him to pass. And if he's taking that approach, the teams that he's going to be playing are going to realize that really quickly, and they're going to shift. And they're going to shift during end game, you know what I mean? Where he himself is not shifting, and he has to be able to be aggressive, be the aggressive Randle, even though you're not 100%, but be as aggressive as possible. There are so many times he got the ball in the paint where he did the turn in, he did the post move, he turns into the defense and has an opportunity to shoot the ball or fake a defender off his feet and go up, and he doesn't. That's confidence in your ability to get lift. Instead, what he's doing is he's turning into the defense. He'll maybe fake once or twice and then he'll pass out. And that's not enough. You need him to be a reliable scorer for this team. And then it doesn't help that Jalen Brunson's coming, starting off slow either. That doesn't help the situation either.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, that part it's not great timing, but it'll work itself out. That'll be okay. But it's true. It's not the best mix of things. And we haven't. It's going to be one of those things where we're going to hope. I hope we're not like, oh, imagine if all three of these guys were playing good at the same time. I hope it's not one of those. I hope it comes a lot quicker.
Right. Because I was just about to say that. Like right now, the only one who's really cooking is RJ Barrett. He's the most consistent Knick we have right now. He's holding us down for the most part. But then what happens when those two guys start getting going? Does then RJ Barrett fall off to the wayside? Like, does it flip?
We gotta see.
Don't want to see that happen. We want to keep RJ in this sort of cycle of game in, game out, giving us 18 to 24 points a game. You know what I mean? And shooting at a good percentage. That's the other thing that I'm surprised by. And I will applaud RJ Barrett. He's done well in comparison. He's knocked down some free throws. He's been shooting the mid-range. He's been a solid contributor.
Yeah, that's David L says. Vroom don't know what a finger roll is. That's Julius Randle for those who may not know who Vroom is. That's his nickname for Julius.
Vroom.
Yeah, he don't know what that is. That's maybe true about that. Well, just wanted to remind you guys that if you guys want to chop it up with us and call into the show, we do have the call-in number for you. You are welcome. I told you guys we would fix that and chop that extension 800 off of it. It's out of here. So it's just 347-305-7280. Once again, that call-in number is 347-305-7280.
Yeah. Next week we're going to get that a little bit displayed a little larger on the next go around.
Yeah, make it a little easier for graphic.
Y'all. But that's dope. But for now, we got it going. Yes.
So if you guys want to chop it up, please feel free. In the meantime, before we get into the recap of the past games this week, just want to let you know tonight there's a lot of NBA basketball happening. There's games finishing up right now. Chicago's playing Indiana. It's in the fourth quarter, 32 seconds left. The Bulls are actually winning, guys, up 109-105 with 32 seconds. So maybe they got this one. Portland is playing Toronto. They're in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left. Portland is up 86-85. You got Minnesota playing Atlanta tonight in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 30 seconds left. Atlanta's up 113-100. Wow. You got OKC playing Detroit tonight, 10 minutes left, 10 minutes and 28 seconds left in the third quarter. OKC is up 63-49. Watch out for OKC. I know they're playing Detroit tonight, but OKC's still been doing some nice things so far. And New Orleans is playing Golden State tonight. It's in the third quarter, 7 minutes, 16 seconds left. Golden State is up 74-63. We got Miami playing Milwaukee tonight, quarter number 3, 11 minutes and 7 seconds. Milwaukee's up 67-54. You got Dallas playing Memphis tonight. A lot of good matchups. Yeah. Dallas playing Memphis, quarter 3, 7 minutes and 14 seconds. Dallas is up 75-73. Then you got Utah playing Denver tonight. It's 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Denver's up 24-16. And I think the last game tonight is the Lakers versus Orlando. That's a 10:30 p.m. start. So, yeah, a lot of games tonight.
Listen, that NBA League Pass is going to fulfill all your needs this time today.
Yeah, man. Listen, why not? Why not? I mean, they're giving it away. I don't know what that means. Is the viewership down for the League Pass? People not spending the money? Maybe because there's so much competition or something. I don't know, but they're giving the League Pass away. Everything you do. I went to the store. I bought a Tic Tac. With this purchase, you get the League Pass for 3 months.
Nice. They're trying to get
I-
their what they call those. They're not subscribers. What are they called? They're
um,
streamers. And it's not
yeah, I
streamers.
guess,
It's
yeah,
providers, right? Because you get it through
yes,
stream or you get it through your cable provider. So
right, yeah, providers. Yeah, it's everywhere, man. I made a bet the other day, and $5 got me 3 months free as well of NBA League Pass. I'm like, wow, it's all over the place. But anyway,
I don't know what happened there.
yeah,
I
yeah.
disappeared.
But you're back, and you're better than
Yeah.
ever, John. All right. So that being said, guys, the week started off promising but negative. We played the Boston Celtics, and it was opening night. You know, we love playing Boston on opening night. Maybe we get some of that opening night, magic, but it didn't happen on this night. Knicks played a tough game. They did not do well from the free throw line. Julius Randle struggled all night. Jalen Brunson struggled all night. RJ played great, but it wasn't enough, even though the Knicks had a lead going into the fourth quarter. Late in the fourth quarter, with like 3 minutes or so left, we were up and wound up losing the game in the end, 108-104 to the Boston Celtics. Oh man, what was your thoughts on that game, John? Because
it was a very solid game by the New York Knicks. Let's not forget, Quickly had a good game as well. But it's one of those things, right? You pick your poison. Boston had it going early with Porzingis and Tatum. You know what I mean? They were sort of dominant, in the first half specifically. And then the Knicks, they did their best to stay close. RJ Barrett was sort of like prime RJ. You know what I mean? He was really, getting into to his spots, and he was hitting open shots. And then Quickly came in, and I think in the second half really took advantage of his matchup, and provided a spark for us. But unfortunately, like, there was just too much firepower at the end. There was some bad calls made too. They were sort of in line with us losing that lead. I think specifically the Brunson call was one of those big moments in the game where they called a flop instead of a foul, which was interesting, to say the least. I know there were some conversations that when I was watching the game against the Atlanta Hawks where that was brought up as well, and there was some missed calls there as well, or there were made calls that weren't made the game before. But yeah, I think all in all, I came out of that game thinking and believing that the Knicks are a strong opponent and are still viable for the third seed in the East. I'm gonna leave it there because after the Pelicans game, that was sort of a let up for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that was supposed to be a gimme, right? But it turned out not to be. But all in all, I think they had a really good game against Boston, and I picked them to lose, to be honest. So I didn't think it was going to be as close as it was. And I was rooting for you, Ron, because I know you picked them. I was rooting for you because a win for you would have been a win for me anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it stinks. It didn't turn out the way we hoped. But it was promising. It made me feel that Boston wasn't quite where they need to be yet, and the Knicks lost an opportunity to win a game in which they really didn't deserve to win. Like, they didn't play their best basketball, and they still had a chance to win the game very late in the game. And it just stinks that it didn't turn out the way we would have hoped. Now, I will say that I think that they made some corrections, to what they had going on in that game, and it showed a little bit in Atlanta. But then there was a different thing that you saw from the Atlanta game. But before I move on to Atlanta, just wanted to say, Jason Tatum finished with 34 points and 11 rebounds and 4 assists in this game, and Porzingis had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks in this game. So two of their big three was really effective, and Jaylen Brown
let's
just
not forget. Jaylen Brown was
forget.
a little bit. Jaylen Brown was.
I mean, all he did was add 11.6 rebounds and 5 assists, but and that's in a bad effort from him. So
I think the biggest key too was Drew Holiday. Sort of, I mean, it showed that he could make timely hoops for that team, right? When they needed a timely hoop, exactly. When they needed a timely hoop or a defensive stop or a good play on the defensive side, he was that catalyst. He was the guy who sort of held it together. And again, it's hard to play a team like Boston because they can all shoot, right? And so you got to get up on everybody, which allows Tatum to work where he's great at. You know what I mean? That's getting to the lanes and scoring at will. That is also something that Jaylen Brown is good at, but I think that's going to come over time. I think Jaylen is trying to. I mean, he got up enough shots. He's just had an off night, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. And just something to keep note of: Knicks were doing what the Knicks are used to doing. They did out rebound Boston by 47-46. So, and that's one of those things that the Knicks have to continue to do night in and night out. Like if they lose rebounding to another team, it's a bad effort. Like they want to try to continue to get to win the rebounding edge, only if it's a weird odd night where they can't miss a shot and there's just not a lot of rebounds to be had. But for the most part, the Knicks need to win the rebounding every night versus their opponent.
That's what we said, though, right? That's what we said about the matchup. It was like if the Knicks are in it, it's because they're winning the rebound game. Like they're out rebounding their opponent, and I think that actually showed itself. I thought we both were sort of in line with that theory.
Yeah, they got to do that. It's really important for them. And the Knicks wound up with 5 guys in double figures. Quickly had a good game in that game as well with 24 points. I think RJ and Quickly were tied at 24 apiece. So that was game 1. Of the opening night of the season versus Boston. Then you had the Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks. Oh, and shout out to Jigga, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's a shout out and kudos to John, his vision, and Jose for doing what he does on the ones and twos behind the scenes. Jigga, man said, sorry, off topic, my ADHD from a producer standpoint, but the show is looking dope. It has to be said. So
nice.
Thank you, Jigga.
Appreciate that.
And this is with me being a little lazy this week and not adding any other extra graphical stuff to the show. So it is what it is. But thank you.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Don't worry. Next week we're going. It might take 2 weeks for us to get really going where we need to go. But next week we'll incorporate some stuff, and then the week after that it'll be more stuff. But yeah, eventually we'll get there. So yeah, going into the next game, Atlanta versus the Knicks. The Knicks wound up winning this game 126-120. You heard me right. Second game of the season, 126-120. I don't know. What can you say? RJ Barrett was the man once again. Jalen Brunson was on his game, though, this time around. He finished with 31 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 8 of 12 from 3. I mean, knocking it down, folks. But once again, like I said, RJ was the man again. 9 of 15 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. He finished with 26 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Really nice to see. Julius had a very nice rounded out type game, 17 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. Yeah, man, very good game.
One short of a triple-double, right?
One short. Mitchell Robinson had 7 points, 4 blocks, 4 steals, 13 rebounds. Right. Okay, Mitch.
Super effective. And then DiVincenzo was out off the bench. He brought it.
He was feeling it. He was feeling it. Dante had his 3-point shot was working. He was 3 of 5 from the 3, 6 of 10 from the field for 16 points. And I think Quickly was the last person to double figures with 11, 6, and 6. And see, that goes back to, I know people get mad about Quickly and sometimes the fact that he might take too many shots or some bad shot selection. But I do always point out the reason why I go at Grimes so much because of ancillary stats, rebounds, assists, because quickly when he has bad games, these are his bad games. He'll have
Right.
like 10, 8, 11 points, but he'll have like 5, 6, 7 assists or 6
Rebounds.
rebounds. And he's 6'3", 6'4". So he's
Right.
going out there and working to get these. So, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to get on Grimes too much, but I'm just saying this is the type of stuff that helps your team. And, it makes the coach look at you differently. It makes your teammates look at, he don't quit, man. He's doing, people like that stuff. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on this game, John?
I
Atlanta
thought it
versus
was
the Knicks.
Shout out to Delano Steele. Yeah, man. I got to prep my voice, man. So real quick though, I never felt threatened by Atlanta. It's interesting because we only won by 6 points, right? 126 to 120.
Yeah.
And so it looks close. It looks like a more tighter game than it actually was, because I never really felt a threat from Atlanta. Also, they kept Trae Young, or Rayford Trae Young, like as you like to say, Ron.
That's right. That's his name.
Under 23 points, right? And I think that was what was like part of the betting odds, where he was either over or under 23 points, and it kept him under 23. He had a poor shooting performance. He even missed a gimme, right? And I think in the first half. But all in all, I think it was a great team effort. It's something that I was happy to see, because this is a team who has, gotten the better of us in the last few years. Especially that the Murray game, the Dejounte Murray game, where he pretty much dominated and beat us himself, along with others like Hunter Health, but it was really him. I think we did a good job. I think it was solid. I would have liked us to keep them under 120. Like, I think they scored too many buckets unanswered. But I think, defensively, we got to be a little better. Again, we're going to struggle to get up there the 3-point line and stop the 3-pointers. That's not our perimeter defense is a bit weak. Our rotations are a bit weak. So we got to shore things up there and hopefully get better with time. But all in all, I think it was a good performance. Yeah, and I was excited to go into our next game, that back-to-back against the Pelicans, because I was for sure believing that they were going to take that one.
Well, I got to tell you, and I'm sad that I was right. And I usually don't really look at games that way. I kind of take them one game at a time and just look at how they play, and it is what it is. Like, whatever I see, I'm just okay. And then I just go into the next game, not really expecting too much, just like what's going to happen, see how they play. But maybe because it's early in the season, this is one of the first times when I looked at the Knicks playing against Atlanta that I thought New Orleans might blow them out. Because it's the first time that I saw a game where I was really paying. I don't know. Maybe it was just one of those nights I was paying attention to it. I mean, it was kind of obvious. The Knicks looked gassed. There was 2 points in the game where they were tired. So I was
that first quarter showed it. That first quarter was horrific.
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, oh, no, they're going to play against this New Orleans team. They got some young guys over there. They're going to be running. Zion's going to try to get busy. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't like it, Brad. I didn't like it. So I hate that I was right. And the Knicks were getting blown out and fought back in this game and then cut it and had a chance to get really close, but they couldn't really get over that. Yeah. But then the lead, expanded. It's tough because you have to give up so much energy to get back in the game when you get down. Yeah. So, man. But
also a ton of poor shot selections in that game. Like some terrible decisions, when we were down 6, there was an opportunity to bring it down even further, maybe take an open shot. And we sort of forced up a couple of shots right there, and then allowed them to go in transition. I think Ingram came down and hit like 2 or 3 in a row. And it was like, geez, man, like on one-on-one action where he's the taller man. And this is where we showed our deficiency on the defensive end with all the guards that we have at 6'2" and 6'4", you know what I mean? Where you up against Ingram, who's 6'9", right? He was just turning and shooting right over them. he was even turning and shooting right over Randu. You know what I mean? Let alone DiVincenzo and anyone else who they put on him. It's like it was almost unfair.
So, it was a lot of
mismatch.
Mismatches. Yeah, like Ingram is a mismatch. Zion is a mismatch, not because of height, but because of size and strength. He was a mismatch on that end.
McCollum,
Herbert Jones.
Herbert Jones. Right. That kid was good. He's solid.
Yeah. And the thing about Herbert Jones is, like, I didn't expect him to be much of a 3-point shooter. But he was 2 for 2 from 3. And in other games, I see he knocks down a good amount of his shots. So he's not a liability out there. Like, sometimes you can hope that you can get away with, leaving a defensive player open for the shot. But no, you can't leave him open. He's knocking him down. So
right.
It's tough. It's tough, man. I don't know. It was rough to see that they never really looked like they were in this game at all, and that stinks. Like, you hope, like, even when they were coming back, they were still, like, they cut it to 6, but they were down so much. It's like they never really gave you that confidence that the Knicks are going to win this game. I never had, at least me personally. And listen, you talk about tired legs and not really performing the way you would hope on defense. On offense, the tired legs showed up too. I mean, the shooting was atrocious, awful. They shot 7 for 37, 18% from 3. Oh no!
Yeah, it's terrible.
No.
And there was a lot of like bricks thrown up. Like, they weren't even good. Like, it wasn't touching the rim and like bouncing in and out or anything like that. There wasn't anything with good touch. It was like really, throwing up some hard shots, like you said, like, line drive in it, and it didn't look so good, man. It didn't look so good.
Yeah, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. Once again, guys, the call-in number is up. If you want to call into the show, you don't have to, but we just want to let you. It was a long time coming, so a lot of people that have been asking for it, maybe they're not watching right now, but we finally got the call-in number. So if you want to call in, by all means, 347-305-7280. Shout out to the chat. I see a couple more people have joined in. Appreciate you guys. Nick Yak in the building. Manchild is here. And I'm going to come back to you, Manchild, because you said something that I thought was interesting that we should talk about. Delano Steele, once again. Long Island Sound in the building. Jet Life for Life in the building. Salute. What's good? Appreciate you. Thank you to all you guys. Appreciate you. If there's anybody I missed, it's not for lack of trying, just may have not seen it. Appreciate you guys. But Manchild said something that was interesting.
All right.
Let me see. Where is it? Manchild was talking about OB Toppin, talking about Tom Thibodeau and his not being a coach developing rookies.
He's got to let it go.
Ooh.
He's got to let it go, because it could be far from the truth. Because what do you say about Quickly? Who developed Quickly? Was it just them done by themselves? If it's done by themselves, then kudos to Quickly, because Obi, you obviously missed that assignment because you should have been working on your game during the off season. I hope you do better this year, but in the last few seasons, you didn't really show much on the offensive end. You know what I mean? Like, his dribble, penetration, all of that was still skeptical. He got better from the 3-point range, but other than that, like, what did he really bring? He did nothing on the defensive side, really. So, and I don't want to, shit on him or anything like that. Excuse my language, but it is what it is. Why at this point come out and say that? Like, if you're about that life, say that when you're in the Knicks uniform, regardless.
What?
Right?
Come on, John.
You're not getting playing time. He's not getting playing time anyway.
Do that, B. Nah, B. Yo, he's about that life. Obi played 23 minutes tonight. What you know about that?
Okay, and what he got going on? What he's doing in his 23?
Oh, he has 6 points. But listen, that's not the point. The point is,
that's crazy.
He had 8
that's
rebounds,
crazy
though.
talk.
He had 8 rebounds.
That's crazy talk. When you got 23 minutes, is he a starter or is he coming off the bench?
Nah, he's a starter right now.
Right. You're a starter. You got Halliburton. There's no excuse for just putting up 6 points. No excuse. Should be running up and down that court. So that means defensively, you're not doing your part. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Actually, yeah, tonight was really a open opportunity for him because Jarris Walker was a DNP, so he didn't have to
Right.
worry about him breathing down his neck.
And who they
And
playing?
they played the Bulls. The Bulls beat them by
That's what
3
I'm saying.
points. No,
The
they
Bulls are
beat them
not
by 7.
the Bulls are not the most defensive team in the league, right? So who you matching up against? The Patrick Williams was the young kid's name?
Yeah, Patrick
Plays
Williams.
for it. You know what I mean? Like, should be serving that kid up if you
And
really
maybe going up
like
against
that.
Vujacic and Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond with those big, slow hammer feet. You know, I don't. I don't know. I think he'd have been okay. I
I
think
don't
he
know.
could have got busy tonight.
But you can't speak on certain things until you get going. Like, my thing is, until you make a mark in this league, you should just stay quiet. And then when you make a mark, then you could prove the naysayers wrong, right? Then you could turn around and say, yo, Tom may never developed me. That was me. I worked on my game, yada, yada, yada. But wait for someone to ask you that question when you're doing well. Don't start the season with that, because now you get put in a microscope.
That was a bad move by Obi. That's it shows a level of immaturity. Like,
maturity,
you gotta there's nothing wrong with not, you should be able to speak your mind, but you gotta wait till you got the cachet. You know what I mean? Start to ball out, and then you could, like you said, like, you gotta ball out first before you start talking.
you talking and you putting up 6 points, bro. Like, come on, who do that? What type of time are you on? Come on. What's that about?
Oh man, come on, Obi. We gotta do better, baby.
Come on, man.
Damn. But I think Obi's gonna be okay in Indy. I think he will be. I think
he needs to be
as the season goes. He will be. I think he will be.
He needs to be.
He's not there yet.
6 points ain't gonna get you there though. Like, can you do us a favor? Can you look into his other game stats? Like, I haven't even watched.
Sure.
What has he done in his prior games? Maybe he put up a 24 point and was feeling himself.
Yeah, he might have. Let's see what Obi has done so far. Obadiah Toppin. Let's see what he got going on here. Obi. Oh wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. I just got to go to ESPN. I don't like doing the game log from the NBA. It's whack. NBA. Yeah, I don't know. They do stuff different over there now. The way they have the stuff set up, they got to do better too. Come on, ESPN, get it together, man.
ESPN or NBA? NBA.com.
No, I mean, sorry, NBA got to get it together. My fault.
They got to get it together.
They got to get it together. All right, so
be better.
It's 3 games in the season. Obi has played 24 minutes this current game, 18 minutes the last game, 19 minutes the first game. All right. So this game, he had 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 of 5 shooting, 0 of 2 from 3. He hit a couple free throws. Okay. In the game versus Cleveland, they won 125-113. He had 4 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block. He took and missed 1 3. And then he was 2 of 5 from the field. That's it.
Bruh.
And the first game of the season, they beat Washington 143-120. No defense being played in that game.
Right.
He played 19 minutes. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. He was 2 of 5 from 3, 4 of 9 from the field, and 1 of 1 from the free throw line.
That's what I'm talking about. You're not worthy to talk. What did Beanie Siegel say? You're not certified yet. You know what I'm saying? To be talking. Like, remember when he had that interview with Charlemagne the God? And he would say, you ain't certified, bro, to be talking about it. Like, you're not certified yet. Obi, you gotta solidify yourself in the league first before talking like, you are somewhere in some sort of stature within the game. Like, just getting a starting nod isn't enough. You know what I mean? Not to talk about a head coach who has a track record of winning, at least for the most part.
I'm going to put that for you right now, Freezy, so you can have it, and anybody else who wants it. Here it is again. I'm putting it in the chat. Maybe it's easier to see. Don't worry. We'll work on it, get you a little bigger graphic so it makes it easier going forward.
Yeah, it's up again, but folks probably can't really see it.
There you go. There's the call-in number. And I
347-305-7280. Let's go.
Let me pin it. There you go. All right. So, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I would not. I don't know who's in Obi's camp, who's in Obi's corner, but come on, man. Just don't do that. Don't say nothing. It just no.
Listen.
Like, he's not even building up the good stuff, like for the Indiana Knicks rivalry. Like,
So what I'm saying, and like now is these tune-ups are making us look like, hey, was Tom wrong about your game, right? Like that's really what it's looking like. Was he wrong to and you had some good games with us when Julius was out and you filled in for him. So what is it? Do you need more than 23 minutes to get going? Is that what it is? Maybe. It's possible.
Yeah. Maybe. We got to see. I think we got a caller coming in.
All right. Caller.
Hey,
what's your name and where you calling from?
Okay, I hear you calling. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Uncle Freezy. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener.
Yes, sir.
I'm from the planet of Blorange Tears.
Yeah.
Let's go.
What
good? Up, Freezy?
Hey, what's up, y'all?
How you doing, boss?
Hey, excited to have you on.
I just wanted to say, hey, thank you. I just wanted to say something real quick, man, and get out of the way. The Obi Toppin development thing, I think, is a really soft move. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think we should even be talking about Obi Toppin and development. We forget that Obi Toppin was drafted. He was like a 23-year-old, and he was a National College Player of the Year. It's not like he was a 19-year-old one and done. You know what I mean?
Right. Good point.
Thank y'all for taking my call. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's it.
Time.
Thank you, Freezy. I appreciate you, man.
All right.
Oh, man, he one and done. Quick hitter. Boom.
That's it.
Well, appreciate you, Freezy. And
stop talking about Obi.
Really good. Yeah, it's a really good point, though. That is a really good point. The fact that Obi came in with a little bit more polish than a lot of these young dudes. Already a National Player of the Year. He was balling when he came out of college, and older. So he should not be referring to development. If anything, he should have had a head start on a lot of the other guys we had on the team, the young fellas. You know what I mean? That's a good point.
Never lie.
Oh man, So yeah, I don't know. The ham sandwich stuff, man. It's never gonna go away. Someone said something that Craig said Obi's not playing well because he's on a new team and it took him 3 years to be the player he was on the Knicks. Trust Obi will be balling after 20 games. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right, but I kind of feel like he will. I think Obi's gonna get better. He's gonna get confidence over there, and eventually he'll find out whatever role he's got with that new team. But there's a timetable on him over there. Yes,
button it up.
Stay quiet.
In the meantime,
yes.
Don't say zip it.
Don't say nothing.
Zip it.
Yes. Let your play do the talking. If he just don't say anything and just balled out, Knicks fans are going to talk for him. Don't you worry about it.
That's 100. They would have been like, "Yo, why we got rid of the wrong guy." That would have been the conversation right now. You know what I mean? And look, Julius hasn't even hit a stride either. Like he hasn't played 100% well, but he has at least one game where he averaged a triple. Well, he almost had a triple double. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's coming off an injury.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's okay, man. Obi will be all right. He'll get. He's young. He's still young though. Even though he's older as far as coming into the league than some of these young rookie guys. Young-minded with experience. He's still young, so he'll get it. He'll get it. It just he need to shh. Like Cam Reddish needed to shh. Some guys just need to shh. That's it. It is what it is. Man. So I mean, that's the recap of Oh wait, did I even? Let me tell you one thing, because I don't think I said it. I don't know if I mentioned. So the score, maybe I did. The score of the Pelicans game was 96-87, if I failed to mention it before. So it looks a little closer, like it was a regular game, but it really wasn't. It was not this close when you were watching the game. So yeah, but that was the roundup of games that we had this past week. Knicks went 1-2, and they're hoping to get back to 500 tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, man, we got some new games coming on the circuit.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Is that Jose coming into the building? Oh.
Hey.
What up, Jose? What's going on?
Not much. I know you guys missed my voice last week. You know, my microphone wasn't working and all that stuff. But I'm back.
Yeah, man.
And they said pump up the sound, pump up the volume, bass.
Oh, they want to hear Jose. They want to hear something.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
Anyways, I figure we get straight to the point, the purpose of why we're here and the only reason why I'm on the show anyways. Right, because
there's plenty of reasons why you're on the show, sir.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of reasons, but this is the main reason, because you saw how bad Ron did last week when he was trying to throw his little jabs at me.
Oh,
forgetting
word.
that I have the power to mute whoever I want to mute on this show.
I think Ron's learned his lesson.
I think he has. I mean, I predicted for him, and look how great that turned out for him, right?
Right.
But in all seriousness, we had a prediction for the new season last week. It was great. We saw somebody who had faith in their Knicks, had so much faith, and you know what? If that faith was just a little stronger, maybe the opening game would have been a different turnout. You know, Ron, I give that to you though, because I talked to John about this. He really thought the Knicks were going to get destroyed, and look how the game turned out. They lost, but they weren't destroyed either. This past game, I don't know why. With that being said,
the fortunate part is that we don't focus our energy on whether they get beaten by 20 or by 40 or by 6. The focus is on wins and losses. So that's why, this man right here has won 2 in a row. 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row.
You see it. I'm going for a 3-peat.
Ooh, Ron, how do you feel about that, man? I didn't mute you. I promise you that.
Damn it. I was like, I could have just went with Jose muted me again, y'all.
No.
Damn
With
it.
that being said,
I lost to a worthy adversary. It's okay.
Right.
Okay. Well, let's take it back and crown the winner of last week's prediction. With a score of 2 out of 3, our king for this week is none other than my boy, Mr. John.
You see it.
John, how does it feel winning again for the first week of the new season? And look, I don't know if you noticed, but I don't even have Ron in the picture at this moment. It's all about you.
Let's go. It's all about me. Finally, we're back in the building. First week of the season. I'm already winning. I feel like DJ Khaled.
Another one.
Another one. Let's go.
But I'm glad you enjoyed that moment, but that moment's over now because it is time for now to predict for this week coming up. And it's funny, Ron, you actually started off the show saying, man, it feels weird that there isn't a game happening tonight. But guess what? come next week, Monday, we actually do have a game that will be happening right before our show starts. So if you're new to SKF, and if you don't know our model here, basically there's always a game that's happening on a Monday. Within 20 minutes of our show, we actually find out who actually predicted correctly. And so,
Right.
Ron, there you go, man. Don't be sad.
I appreciate it, brother.
There you go. But we got 4 games to predict right now. You know what, Ron? Because you lost, just like you lost the last 2 years, but because you lost the first
Yeah.
week again,
Wait. What did he do, Jose?
he lost.
Oh, he lost. Yeah.
Lost,
Okay.
yeah, and all that stuff.
Get
I
him
will
down.
let you
Get him while they
decide.
down.
Wait, Ron, I will let you decide. Who do you want to go first? Yourself or John?
I'll go first.
Oh,
Let's go.
okay.
He's confident. I like that. He's confident.
So let's just go and do it. Let's go, man.
Oh boy. New York versus Cleveland in Cleveland. Knicks get
Follow
the
your heart,
W.
Ron. Follow your heart.
Yeah, it's my heart. That's about all I got. Cleveland versus the Knicks in the Garden. New York gets the W. New York Knicks versus Milwaukee in Milwaukee. New York gets the W. And the New York versus the Clippers at the Garden. The Clippers get the W. So New York gets a loss. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we go.
All right. Looks like okay. Looks like Ron really wants to lose this week.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez, bro. I said go with your heart, but damn, you doing all the other type of you doing your heart, you doing the lungs, you do it all in there. That's crazy. All right, well, I'm gonna go with one win during the week, and that's gonna be the Knicks away. I think we'll take their away game in Cleveland, lose to Cleveland at home, lose to Milwaukee. And then I think we play a tight game against the Clippers, but also lose against the Clippers.
Wow.
Yep.
You have one that has a lot of faith in their team, and you have the other who has no faith in their team. You have one who is predicting with their heart, and you have the other predicting with their head. The question is, gentlemen, who will be crowned king next week? Until then, adios, los vemos, and this one's for everyone.
Yeah, let's go, Jose. Man, I'm just hoping that the Nick turn it around happens right now this week. You know, Kyle, the Knicks at some point are going to go on that little run where they figure it out. I'm hoping I catch lightning in a bottle. It's now. So
it's so soon, bro.
It's too early. I know it's too early.
And not only that performance against the Pelicans does not give me any, it doesn't give me anything to root for right now. Right?
I know. And Randall's not even Randall yet. Oh,
nah, he's not. He's not. So, that's why I feel like, man. I feel like we'll win the next one because of Brunson. I think Brunson's going to have a good game. I think Archie's going to continue to have a good game, and we may get some really good play from our bench. Seeing that they'll come in confident from the year before, but I think I just think that the layover going back to New York, the pressure's always on the team coming back to the Garden to win one, and I think, listen, that's prime real estate for Donovan Donovan Mitchell. You know how players come to the Garden and they show out, right? So it's just what it is.
I know.
And
Well,
the
I mean,
Clippers
the good
look
thing
good,
is,
man. The Clippers look good. I don't know how you picked the Clippers to. That's a wild one, bro.
no. I picked the Clippers to win.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you
I
were
picked the
losing.
upset being us beating Milwaukee.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Because
And Milwaukee, that's a
it's
tough
still
team.
early for Milwaukee.
Still
I
early.
know
I see
Milwaukee
that. I can
can
see that.
easily, but I saw the other day Dame Dallas put up 37, and then the next game
Right.
he put up like 8 or whatever it was. So
Right.
it's still early. It's still
So
early.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't like that. I'm probably the thing is I'm betting that Randall gets it, but it may take a little bit more time for Randall to get right. So it's just a tough one.
And yeah,
It is what it is.
Cleveland got, they got length. Like they got tall players, and they're both healthy. So
Speaking
be a
of
tough
that,
matchup.
Mobley has been balling. So
But it's gonna be a tough matchup, right? Like it's not, especially
Yeah.
you're injured. Like I don't see 100% of Randall yet. So
I hear you. Mobley, he's progressively gotten better. 10-6 the first game, 14-15, 3-2 the next game,
that's a stat line.
33-14, 3-3 the next game.
Yikes.
Mobley's getting
Now
busy.
You don't even have to have Jared Allen do anything but defense now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All he has to do is focus on defense. You don't even have to worry about offense. Just focus on defense.
It's true. Craig said all L's. Oof, could be. You never know. I don't know.
Surprise me. And everybody's going to be calling for players' heads. I'm telling you, Tibbs got to go. Randall got to go.
It's going to be bad.
I'm telling you. You're going to have a lot of people on the ledge on your show on Saturday. That's for sure.
Yeah. Smash that like button, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Prepare yourself. Next week, you will witness the first curveball.
Uh-oh.
Damn it. Okay. All right. Got to get ready. I got to study. How are we going to deal with the curveball? Thank you for the heads up, Jose. Oh, and shout out to Vaughn Allen once again and all the members. I wanted to give you guys a heads up because I haven't had a chance to acknowledge the members of the channel in quite some time. I acknowledged them one by one at the time, but I just want to give you guys all kudos for being channel members. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. John appreciates you as well.
Absolutely.
Jose as well. Definitely the support is it doesn't go unnoticed. So thank you once again for being a part of the membership. I mean, that's shout out to Vaughn Allen. That's a shout out to my guy. I believe it's Dwayne Dennis. Yep, I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Nev, the Disruptor. My guy Nev is a member. Appreciate you guys. I don't know what to say. There's one more person, but for whatever reason, my screen is frozen and I can't click on the button to bring up the name. Okay, well, whatever. I tried, but I'll do it again. Don't worry, guys. I want to shout you all out once again because you don't have to do that, and it's definitely appreciated. The support is definitely appreciated. So thank you once again.
Ron,
were you going to say something, John?
What JJ is saying on the chat?
Oh boy.
We definitely winning that first one. We definitely winning tomorrow.
Ruled out tomorrow, huh?
If we lose tomorrow, we stand no chance against them at home.
Yeah, if we lose tomorrow, that's bad. But usually when the Knicks go into these stretches of back-to-backs, they hamper down and try to get that first one. It's something about getting that first one out the way. So I expect them to play really good anyway in that first game. Yeah, man. So, wow. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, man. Well, John, listen, this has been another great show. I appreciate all you guys, for being here in the chat, supporting, showing love to the show. Thank you to Uncle Freezy for calling in from Blorange Tears. Please support and show love to Blorange Tears and his network and all his shows and his content. If you haven't already subscribed, which I'm sure you have, yes, please show him love. And thank you to everyone. Any final words, John?
As always, it's been a pleasure. All of you out there in YouTube land, on the chat, tuning in. Peace and love to all of you. Stay safe, stay healthy, and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. Yeah. Well, as you know, I always say the same thing. Tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend. Still, Knicks fans, we'll be back again, whether it be on Monday nights at 9 p.m. for SKF Weekly with your man Ron, John, and my brother Jose holding it down, or Thursday nights for the NBA wrap-up at 8:30. We took a little hit, a little setback, but we're coming back. So this Thursday, look out for us. And hopefully between the next 2 days or so, we'll also be able to put up the NBA wrap-up that you guys didn't see from last week with Roger Mooking from the Food Network and Chef Extraordinaire plus Hip Hop Extraordinaire. So, hopefully we'll get that up for you guys. So please continue to support the show. It was a good one. I'm excited to get that up so everybody else can see it. Also, listen, if you haven't had enough of us, Saturday, Know the Ledge, where I try to talk you off the ledge, 11:30, you know what I mean, with your man. So please support the shows. Please continue to rock with the content. Hit that like button. We appreciate you. All the information is out there. If you want to donate to the cause, Cash App, all that good stuff, it's out there. I'm not going to put it up. If you want to find it, it's there. And yeah, man, just keep being great supporters of the show, man. We're Knicks fans. We're hoping for the best, and I think they're going to turn it around. Maybe it's a little early right now, but in the next couple of weeks, we're going to see the shift. It's happening. I feel it, guys.
They better.
They have to, or it could be a long season if they don't.
That's a fact.
Oh man. Anyway, shout out to my guy Jose on the ones and twos holding us down.
As always.
Yes. Always, brother. Appreciate you. So that's about it, guys. That's our show. We'll catch you on the next one. Let's go Knicks. Hope for some good times, man. But like I said, it's still early. Anything can happen. You know what I mean? It might not look pretty right now, but it's going to get better. Just give us some time. Let Thibodeau start cooking. He ain't cooking yet. The gumbo's on the stove and the pot, it's simmering. He's still putting ingredients. Hold on. It ain't cooking yet.
Right.
All right,
you forgot what the stove is.
Yeah, well, maybe he's not in the kitchen. That's the problem. Thibodeau's not in the kitchen where he needs to be. You need to be watching the pot.
He's got the ingredients, but in the wrong room.
That could be it. We in trouble. I hope not. Damn it. This could be a rough week. All right. I'm positive thoughts. Don't worry about it, guys. We're going to be all right. Anyway. All right. Once again, appreciate y'all. Take care. We'll catch you on the next one. We out.
Peace.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same.